Our next email is from Mike in Belgium.
What's up, Mike?
He says, I'm a relatively new fan of the show, so I hope this question hasn't been asked before.
Big fan of their beer.
My first console, the Xbox, served a sole purpose, playing couch co-op multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Serious Sam, SSX3, Jet Set Radio Future, etc. Online gaming was a PC thing, and when I was alone, I mostly played Pokemon and Golden Sun on the Game Boy. Do you guys feel like Xbox and PlayStation developers have given up on offline split-screen gaming? Except for fighting and sports games, there isn't much to choose from. Even racing games are giving up on it, apparently. Rocket League does not fill the gap. Is there more to it, like the desire to increase console sales? So we've talked about this many times in the past, that it does seem like local split-screen multiplayer or co-op has become very rare. But I was looking it up, and I think it might be more common today than we think.
Well, there's two sides to this. The first side is you lost it in games like Halo or some of these other franchises just for technical limitations. It's very, very hard to, without cutting back significantly on frame rate or draw distance or detail, to have all the enemies on screen twice, all the guns on screen twice. Like they had to cut it for that reason. So yeah, I mean, in that sense, couch co-op used to be a thing, and now it's not. But the indie scene has really picked up a lot of that slack.
It's heavy on the indie scene, but even in the AAA scene. So if he's an Xbox gamer, I looked up current Xbox One couch co-op games. They include
Gears.
Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, all the Call of Duties, Diablo 3, Divinity Original Sin, Gears of War 4, and Gears Ultimate Edition, Master Chief Collection, then getting into the indie stuff, Guacamelee, Hyperlight Drifter, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. The Lego games are all co-op. Minecraft has split-screen co-op. Both
Lego
Plants
Force
vs.
Awakens
Zombies, Garden Warfare has that, Rayman Legends has it, Star Wars Battlefront, Terraria, and many, many more. So I don't know, it's like there's a lot of couch co-op games available today.
Does Reaper Souls support two-player?
Reaper Souls?
Like Diablo 3 Reaper. Does it support two-player on the same console? Yeah, I can't remember.
I believe so.
Couldn't remember. That's another one.
The PS4 has many of the same games, plus Uncharted 4 has a co-op survival mode coming next year. Plus there's Broforce, Don't Starve Together, Enter the Gungeon, Helldivers, and Towerfall.
Wow,
all
see,
on
this is
PS4.
great. This is why I'm excited for Switch, because I saw Karen walk into that party, and she's like, hey, guys, I got the couch co-op right here. I got the couch
Did someone just name her
competitive here."
Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone just
okay.
named her Karen. But
She
Karen
does
comes
look like
in,
Karen.
she lays her Switch down, and she pulls out her controllers, and suddenly we're all playing. I'm going to be able to walk into a room and be like, hey, guys, let's play 4-player Choo-Choo Rocket, and just bam, right there, jump right in.
I love
Like,
how
it's gonna
I'm
be great.
excited about the Switch, but I love how everyone's like, "Oh, Karen brought her weird Nintendo thing again." Karen, we're just trying to drink some wine and gossip for a little while.
I am totally going to be Karen for Halloween next year.
Yeah, we all are.
Someone already beat you to it, but
yeah. Oh, did they? Oh, man.
it was a really good costume.
Okay.
However, many of the year's biggest games do not have local co-op or split screen, like Overwatch, Forza Horizon 3, Dark Souls 3, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1. These games do not have it.
But Call of Duty does, huh?
All the Call of Duties have.
I'm going to be honest with you, Damon. I legitimately thought this segment was an opportunity to plug Overcooked.
Overcooked, the
Yeah,
game.
that's a really cool local multiplayer
That
game.
is. So we were just talking about it today in our.
Cooperative, competitive, ostensibly cooperative, but
I love games that are like
it
that,
fun?
where you're supposed to be working together, but very quickly you end up screwing each other over.
What platform is Overcooked for?
I only know it on PC. I don't know if it's elsewhere.
Yeah. Is it Steam?
And you're like,
Yeah.
are you all working in a kitchen? Is that
Yeah, you're all working in a kitchen, running around trying to make dishes together, and it gets wild and chaotic and crazy
Or
very
a
fast.
food fair outside. Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just got my NES Classic Edition, and my wife and I have just been sitting there playing Double Dragon 2 and Bubble Bobble and Balloon Fight, and it's that wonderful like side by side. And again, you talk about that. Are you cooperating? Are you competing? In those games, you're never really completely sure, and that's one of the things I like about
Does
them.
Double Dragon 2 also open with your girlfriend getting punched in the stomach and carted off?
Double Dragon 2,
No,
the
Double Dragon
Revenge
2
means we're
opens with
getting
her
killed.
being shot.
Whoa.
Yeah, killed.
That's why it's the Revenge.
Yeah.
But I thought in 3, your girlfriend's punched in the stomach and carted off.
It's a new girl.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Is there like a canon
Well,
here
I
where
think don't they bring Marion back somehow? I
Maybe
think
they resurrect
so
her.
maybe it's one of those things where it's like Link, where that's like they're basically telling the same story over and over. Then later they're like, no, they're all separate links.
No, because they go up to 5. It goes all the way to
All
Double Dragon
separate
5,
Bimmy
and I
and
think
Jimmy's.
Marion's back eventually.
But do you think those 5 are they even bothering with any sort of like canon, or are they just saying F it?
All I can remember about 3 was sitting in the arcade, and when I would go into
Three's the one I played the most.
When I would go into a shop in the arcade, it's like put in a quarter to buy more gear. And I was
really
like,
clever.
that's evil. It's microtransactions. Yeah, it was the most evil thing ever. But 3 on the NES was fun. It was hard as all, but it was fun.
3 on the NES was the Sacred Stones, and it got really weird and mystic by the end.
Really, really hard.
More mystic as the series.
But going back to co-op though, and then competitive. We have Samurai Gun, Towerfall, Nidhogg. These are all fairly recent games that are just wonderful on a single screen. So I think this is it's alive and well.
I think so too.
I suspect that it's one of those features that everyone claims they want more than the user data actually shows. Everyone laments the loss of local co-op. Then you ask how many times did they do it in the last year. They're like,
yeah, well, it could be.